All right. Good evening, class. No, we're now in your culture and psychology, Psikolohiyang Filipino subject. We will proceed with the next chapter after discussing the previous chapters, mentioning the Filipino concept promoted by Doc Enriquez, and the last one was Santa Maria, not to for made us understand the Psikolohiyang Filipino much deeper. So this time we will be discussing now as a result now of their promotion of Psikolohiyang Filipino, the katutubong panukat na psychological, or in English it's the indigenous personality measurement. And what is the objective of this chapter? We will define the indigenous personality measurement. We will determine the two multidimensional Filipino instruments, and we are going to analyze the indigenous methods now that are being presented by our Filipino psychologists. This is a part of psychological assessment or the psychometrics. No, but most of those developed tests or tools are Western based. Na etong katutubong panukat na psychological are Filipino-made test that is based on Filipino construct. Na what is the definition of indigenous personality measurement? Now again, this is a local tools to measure personality construct of Filipino characteristics. This refers to the development of psychological tests and tools that are created within our Filipino context. No? Again, to measure the personality constructs of Filipino, no? Rather than relying on imported Western test na matagal nang ano yan, isinusulong ni Doc Enriquez. Na these instruments are designed to capture our Filipino values, to capture our behavior and cultural realities na that foreign models often fail to explain. Na ano yan, kasama yan sa study ni Doc Enriquez in 1992. Now, if you will look at the constructs of Western base, like yung mga ano ba yung mga kung may na-encounter na kayo, ako mga na-encounter ko is Flanagan, um, Stanford Binet test, so mga projective techniques, no, you will understand now that it's really Western based, and even the scoring and even the interpretation, no, are very Western. Now that's why this is really good. Now this is a good approach. Now that was made now by Doc Enriquez and other Filipino psychologists, now to develop our own, no, our Filipino-made measurement or measuring tools, psychological measuring tools. Okay, so this indigenous personality measurement now will assess the traits that is related to religiousness, the emotional maturity, the management style, the stress coping strategies of the Filipinos, and the behavioral maladjustment. And well, when they started it now in 1970, it's grew out of Psikolohiyang Filipino, which sought to understand the Filipino from the Filipino perspective. Now, that's in early 1970s. That where the indigenization movement of Enriquez, where the goal is to explain the Philippine realities from the Filipino perspective. And why it is important again, because Western models fail to capture our unique Filipino values and our traits and the culture. So although these are local tools again to measure our Filipino construct. That's why with the two major multidimensional Filipino instrument, ang una nilang na-create or one of the best Filipino instrument created was number one, Panukat ng Pagkataong Pilipino or PPP, and number two, Panukat ng Mga Katangian ng Personalidad or PKP. So let's discuss one by one. Panukat ng Pagkataong Pilipino. Now, this was developed by Carlota in 1985. Now, she uses an inductive approach. What's inductive approach? This is a method that starts from observations, na specific observation, tapos or a test result even, and tapos they will move towards forming a general conclusion or theories. That's inductive approach. Now, starting with open-ended survey, ang ginawa ni Carlota among diverse Filipino respondents. So, iba-iba yung naging participants niya. The participants describe the personalities of people that they knew, no? Producing a list of 19 dimensions ang na-produce ni Carlota during that time. No? 19 personality dimensions for like emotional stability of Filipino, sociability, the risk or the risk-taking, cheerfulness, respectfulness, and to name few. These are the personality dimensions that was created. Now, paano ba siya na-develop? Ang Panukat ng Pagkataong Pilipino or PPP, in the test development, the initial version is 400 plus, no? Ang items in Filipino, na Tagalog ang ginamit ni Carlota. 400 plus ang initial items niya. And then it was refined into 220 until later on, naging 20 items na siya. 210 items na lang siya. Nagkaroon na to ng English version, tapos nagkaroon na ito ng iba't ibang Filipino dialects or Philippine languages versions. Now, you can check on Google Scholar, no? What is this Panukat ng Pagkataong Pilipino is all about. Carlota's key findings, there is the certain PPP or Panukat ng Pagkataong Pilipino traits that predict the Filipino behaviors. No? Like for example, sa honesty, sa thoughtfulness, sa intelligence ng mga Pilipino and creativity, or sa sensitiveness ng mga Pilipino. Where sa honesty, negatively, this related yung mga smoking and drinking, yung nakita nilang construct na may kinalaman doon sa pagiging honest ng mga Pilipino. For thoughtfulness, pagka negatively, ang nakikita nila yung related to gambling. Ang nakita nila is related to gambling. For intelligence and creativity, negatively, they related to accident proneness of the Filipino. Sa sensitiveness, positively, related to accident proneness naman ang naging key findings ni Carlota during the study niya. So that's the PPP or Panukat ng Pagkataong Pilipino created by Carlota. Now the other one is the Panukat ng Mga Katangian naman ng personalidad. No, that's PKP. Tatlo ang psychologists na nag-develop nito. This is developed by Church, Katigbak, and Reyes in 1996. Using a lexical approach, assuming that a lexical approach, they assume that important personality traits are encoded in culture's language. Na ano yan, lexical approach is a method used to identify and understand the personality traits by analyzing the language people use. Ano yung lagi nilang mine-mention or ano yung laging bukang bibig nila, no? Pagka naisip nila yung personality na yon. No? Specifically, yung mga words in a language that describe human behavior and personality. Sa process, no, they extracted 6,900 personality descriptor from a dictionary. So inisa-isa nila yon. Then, narrow down na lang nila sa 1,297 kasi parang pare-pareho lang naman yung naging construct ng mga personality descriptors. So they narrow it down to 1,297. True, of course, may mga students silang pinag-rate nito at saka may mga experts sila na pinagtanungan. Kasi parang almost 20% na lang yung natira doon sa 6,900 personality descriptor. Tapos, tinest nila ito sa mga Filipino college students. Then, they identified dito sa panukat ng katangian ng personalidad ng Pilipino, they identified 7 broad Filipino personality traits that was emerged. Now, number 1 is conscientiousness. Number 2 is the concern for others versus egotism. Now, don't worry, we're going to define each later on. Next is religiosity, the temperamentalness of Filipino, self-assurance, the intellect, no? And the gregariousness of Filipino. So these are the 7 Filipino personality traits emerged dun sa study nilang tatlo. So ano yung diferensya nitong 7 na to I prepared a definition and meaning sa English at sa Tagalog. So yung conscientiousness, ito yung pagiging masinop at pananagutan at maingat at tapat sa gawain ng Pilipino. So nandito yung Tagalog na conversion. Sa English, ito yung meaning. Okay, but I will highlight the Tagalog ones. So the next is concern for others or versus egotism of the Filipino. So pagmamalasakit sa kapwa at saka yung pagiging makasarili na isa sa na-discover nila. Religiosity is the pagkamaka-Diyos or maka-spiritual. Temperamentalness or the madaling magbago ang ugali or mood swings of the Filipino. Self-assurance or kumpiyansa sa sarili. Intellect, no? Ito yung mga talino at kaisipan, and gregariousness or yung pagiging palakaibigan or mahilig pakisalamuha ng mga Pilipino. So ito yung naging key findings dun sa study nila. Okay? The dimensions, those were the identified dimensions, no, by the researchers. Okay. So with the two personality measurement na marami na ring na-develop na mga measurement na available sa ngayon. Na mamaya i-discuss natin yung iba na available. But before doing that, there are methods of data collection na develop din sila na dapat sundan ng mga Filipino psychologists. And the key methods include pagmamasid or careful observation, pakikiramdam or sensing or empathic listening, pagsubok or the testing or trial, pagdalaw-dalaw or the repeated informal visits, pakikialam, pakikilahok, pakikisangkot, pakikipanayam. These are key methods that was introduced by Filipino psychologists. Now, in our next chapter, we are going to discuss each one of the methods that we can use in Filipino psychology. But before proceeding to the next chapter, there are other tests that was developed, and with